Will December 2019 mark the death of a coalition formed after the 2016 local government elections? In an unprecedented move, the Democratic Alliance in Nelson Mandela Bay, which led the coalition that included the UDM, has teamed up with other parties, including the ANC, to boot the Mayor Mongameli Bobani. Bobani took over from the DA's Athol Trollip last year. The UDM says it won't challenge Bobani's removal. On the line right now, we're joined by the UDM's leader, General Bantu Holomisa. Good evening, General, and welcome to The Full View. Just your initial take to this particular political development in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro.
Quite interesting, given that yesterday the UDM worked with the ANC to elect a new mayor. Then in Port Elizabeth, the ANC works with the DA to oust a UDM mayor. It's quite an interesting setup. It just shows that if we are not careful, and especially if you work with spineless people, you might find yourselves embarrassed. Mm-hmm. Be that as it may, we have noted the ANC and DA decision to oust Bobani. And as I've said, in the party, we have no decision or intentions to challenge his ousting, especially if his ousting was based on rules and regulations of the municipality. There's nothing we can argue on that. But you will also recall that Bobani was requested by the ANC to be the mayor of Nelson Mandela and other parties. So when they have lost confidence in him, there's no justification for us to go and beg them. So that is the position currently. Unless we are advised otherwise, and in particular, if there were procedural flaws, maybe there might be some temptation by others to say no, in the interest of law, this must not be allowed.
Advice otherwise by who?
You are advised by the people of Port Elizabeth. Remember that the mayor of the mayor from the UDM was working for the people of Port Elizabeth, and also I believe that one other political party questioned this or voted against the removal of Bobani. Yes, some ANC councillors themselves have been fighting together with the ANC branches to say Bobani has done nothing. Why do we have to endorse a revenge or of the DA? Remember that Bobani was crucial when DA was removed in the municipality then.
Yeah. What does this mean for your coalition with the Democratic Alliance?
The coalition with the Democratic Alliance is only in that paper which we signed, but it has never been there, strictly speaking. So
it means that it never existed?
It never existed because we have realized that we are dealing with a big brother here. Who pretend as if he has won elections by not listening to other small parties. But it's good now that the two big political parties in Nelson Mandela Bay are going to hammer out and come up with a plan to run the municipality to carry on from where Bobani has left.
We understand that within 14 days there will be a council sitting for the election of a new mayor. Will the UDM be proposing Bobani again as a nominee, or will the UDM be in any talks with any of the other political parties to support their candidate?
We are not mad. We have been taken out of that office by many parties. The two big parties. So let us not waste our time and confuse the people. Let those who have ousted us form a government and run the municipality.
Just a final one, General. The conversation that we just had now and the allegations leveled against Bobani, do you believe that under his leadership he led the metro well?
He led the metro well because Bobani, you will recall that when the DA and ANC signed a petition in July, August, to remove him, he said, yeah, ANC members, because I refused some of your colleagues who wanted me to approve or influence certain transactions in their favor. Now you want to remove me. Go ahead.
Well, we have to wait and see how the political landscape unfolds in the Windy City in Port Elizabeth. UDM leader General Bantu Holomisa joining us on the line. Thank you so much for your time.